Sorry. Hi guys, welcome to another stream / YouTube video, depending on where you're watching it. My partner Jamsey is sat right next to me.
You can't call me by my name.
Okay, Jamie.
It is literally the exact same, but with an S.
Yes, I know it is, but still.
And it makes me iconic.
You are sat right next to me. Anyway, he's sat right next to me.
I'm a little bit hyper, so if you hear random like, oh no.
So, yeah, he's very hyper.
I ad-lib on the daily.
Oh, I forgot to edit the thing, because it's we're on part 5 now, aren't we? And he's decided to watch my stream through his phone. Yeah, let me just check something. He's audio checking. Right, okay, let me have a look. Yeah, right, we're on part 6 of this stream. So that should be edited. Jamie, is that edited?
Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments, part 5.
Part 5.
Beep, doop, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it's part 5.
No, it's part 6. Charlie!
Why is it certain audiences? Why is it
Because it's got scenes of death in it. If you would actually watched them, you'd know that there was... Oh, for God's sake, Charlie.
I know that. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, let's get going.
I do watch them, but the thing is, it's like, you're not seeing like a dead body on...
Yeah, I know. Someone died. Someone hung themselves. 2 people hung themselves last episode. We're on the final episode, I believe. Oh! We're on the final episode. We are.
That's like part of the reason why I don't watch them, because you're like, oh my god, Minecraft! Oh my god, Sherlock!
I'm just gonna say, Minecraft looks so ugly in this.
Ooh, you sexy fiend.
Right, no, yeah, this is the final.
I am incredible. I am sexy. How dare you? The power of homosexuality compels you, my dear. Don't laugh at me.
I am laughing at you.
I feel moderately offended.
You always feel moderately offended, darling.
I will throw you a sponge.
Where are you going, Holmes?
When I
Have you been
an
invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
used up
We have.
the other
Where to?
one.
Oh,
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet. They...
Watson, you should be excited. It is the
excited.
secret
It's a
dinner.
secret dinner.
Its location changes every year. Read the menu.
Read the menu.
Sounds
Sounds
mouth-watering.
All right.
We
Right. We, the secret police of Baker Street,
invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu.
Entree. Frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all.
Not
Pray
at all.
continue.
Pray continue.
Main course. Sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting.
Holmes.
Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And
There
it
is
goes
noise coming out. I can hear it through
I
it.
can hear
Just
them on
turn
the
down
stairs
so
now.
It doesn't.
Oh, we can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the
Oh my
feelings of
God.
those poor children. We have to go.
Oh my god, Watson.
Oh,
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
Oh,
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me that the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
he's
You're
so...
fantastic, Mr. Holmes.
Oh.
I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
I'm just gonna say this is the most sweetest case ever.
Don't cry.
It's so
I
sweet.
will lick your face. I will not hesitate.
Right, okay, right, let's have a look, because there's some shit from the last... Stuff from the last one.
Shut the cat off! How dare you! You are a terrible father.
Help me.
Mr. Bird, how dare you?
Right, let's have a look. My remote might be a bit dodgy. Right. Sensation. An exotic method of murder. An arsenal.
Our present-day criminals may soon be refilled with poisonous plants. A young and beautiful woman, in collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned the terrible murder of the director, Mr. Montardoon. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind the tragedy that was initially believed as a simple heart attack. That detective's name is Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock is such an unmemorable name. Like, I don't get why Irene likes him so much, because it's like, darling, why are you going? Oh, Sherlock, you can't.
You really can't. You literally just done it there.
But he's always been a good enough job then if I can still talk. Why am I still able to talk, sweetheart? My legs don't work, my arm don't work, my mouth
My
don't work
archive.
either.
I can always
God,
consult with
that's
it
really
if
bad.
needed.
I understand why this is mature rating now. It's because I'm here.
No, it really isn't. God, can you blow my remote? Okay, then I'll blow on it myself.
Let me blow it.
Alright, Jamie's just fixing my remote. Because again, it is a bit dodgy. I do need to get a new remote at some point, but yeah, we're walking around.
Jamie's blowing.
Oh my god.
Edit. I want the clarinet.
No.
What the fuck? Why did you do that?
Right, okay, let's leave. Right, we need to go
Give me
to
this, go.
Half Moon Street. Right, okay, James decided he's gonna mess with my lights. So yeah.
That's not disco enough.
I swear to God, I'm getting a camera. No, watch out, right? I'm gonna get myself a camera. And what I'm gonna message Ezra. Message Ezra. Ezra needs to witness this.
I forgot the lights didn't light, and so it genuinely
Holmes,
scared me.
poor
Like,
little
oh my
Wiggins
God.
needs
I
our
need to
help.
put it on low.
I agree, he does need our help, and I'm running back in. I'm going in. I love this. Is like the last case. I'm not joking.
YMCA.
Right.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statement for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the 2 dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by 2 police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honour of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Because they'll sue me.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Insert cash or select payment type. Club card accepted.
I do apologise for this. He's just found...
Would you like a bag?
He's obsessed.
Thank you for shopping at Asda.
Jamie, I will steal your headset.
I'll steal your hair.
The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
Oh no!
Jamie.
It's a dead body!
Jamie, this is why, right? It's rated how it is, right? Because you've got to examine bodies.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not
I'm
imminent.
sorry. I'm kind of... What happened? Did he like fall out of a window? Why are his legs like
No,
mine?
he's been shot.
His legs are like mine.
Jamie's making cripple jokes because he's disabled.
Please don't say that. This upsets me.
Okay,
Brian
then.
Vercotti
He's making
suffered
disabled
greatly.
jokes.
Because
What a terrible way to die.
least-
I forgot to toggle the on switch. It's cheese, Gromit. Cheese.
At least you're not as bad as Duncan.
Wensleydale.
At least you're not as bad as Duncan, Jamie.
Oh no. I hope not. Margaret left town again.
A tattoo from
He's-
Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and a black and white cat.
No, he's disabled and he has no legs.
And I've dislocated my arm.
And he's dislocated his arm.
I'm the perfect.
And my brother's in hospital because he's almost had a hangman fracture. So very lucky there because he could have died. Is Charlie's behind the TV.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Shine, shine the non-believer.
Shine.
Shine.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Come on, let's see what else he's got.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X,
A piece of wood that is stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
This shard of wood is quite new.
There is quite a few cutscenes in this, so if you leave the crime scene and come back, there's a cutscene in it. Which is why I hate this man. But also, like, it's Wiggins.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I love Wiggins.
Ashton has just called off our friendship and the Pokemon autism, Poketism.
Yeah, that makes sense. You need to get a diagnosis of that.
I'm in the process of it. I'm meant to be getting the forms, but I don't know when because we've got complications because I'm being.
A fairly long pole, with a forked end.
And it's, oh, they kept saying, can't you come home? They literally texted me saying, can't you come home on Wednesday because you got college tomorrow? I'm not going to college. I've been telling you I've got a dislocated arm. I'm meant to keep it in a sling. How the fuck am I going to wheel myself around? It's in a sling.
It don't actually help you out of that house either.
I don't. I can't even get out of the bloody house.
Yeah, I know.
What do you want me to do? Get up and walk? I would love to, sweetheart. But I can't. I'm really hungry now. I'm really hungry.
Good evening,
You are
Mr.
like
Turner.
Audrey too.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story? Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Oh, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half-moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
Yeah, sorry. Kind of left myself on mute there. He's a war veteran. Jamie's kind of chilled out now.
Don't jinx it. Oh no.
Poor
Insert cash or select payment type.
Poor life saw something about his clothes. Okay, clothes.
Would you like a bag?
There you go. Missing buttons, he's had a poor life.
You have helped us
Honestly,
a great deal, Mr. Turner.
I hate this man specifically.
It would be my
like this
pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
man. Yeah, you're right, twat though, aren't you? You really, I hate him so much. Can I get through? Right. No, I can't. I need to make deductions. Move on. Okay, so we need dark window, 2 different tones. View. Right, there we go. Yeah, there are conflicting statements. I know that for a fact, so we need to do his different shots and the 2 victims. Okay, so those 2 do not align at all. Okay, so we need to go into his flat. Ask permission.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
This is why I didn't want it.
And you wouldn't have wanted it smart. Right. Hi. Right. We've got to go to the window.
If you expect me to sit in silence for like 2 to 3 hours, I can't. I'm not allowed to sing along, am I?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, so I'm not bothered. So it won't be copyrighted.
So,
What?
that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window.
You are that good. You're an amazing
The
singer.
dead body of Kenneth
You
Butler,
have to say that.
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse.
Thank you.
Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Ooh, they got another album out.
Okay, so let's have a look.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago. The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
There we go. Got one thing, then we can go move on to here.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
It could explain the distance, but it really wouldn't explain the difference. Okay, so where else?
Can you hear this?
No, I can't.
Good.
Right, there's nothing else in his bedroom. Okay, so... oh,
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
either that or I just left him.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Okay.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp. There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
There we go, we should be able to make a deduction. Okay, so first, say he got up out of bed after doing the gunshot wound. Then he walked over to the window, saw what was going on. That's when he...
Do you want to drink tonight?
If you want.
Yes.
That's when he cut the... Oh.
I love you.
That's when he cut the... I love you too.
You're so pretty. You're genuinely gorgeous.
He threw something into the fire.
I love you. Can we get married?
Yeah.
Yay!
He approached the body.
Oh.
And then... Okay, let's watch our sequence.
It's so soft.
I love you too.
No, it didn't happen this way.
Okay, let's have a look back. Okay, so he woke up from home. That is the first thing. Took something. Cut papers up with a knife. Threw something into the fire. Watch that sequence first.
No, it didn't happen this way.
Right, okay. Maybe he first went downstairs and grabbed his thing. Down there. And that's when he did that. Placed a broken stick and took something else. Which, cut the paper, threw it into the fire. Okay, let's watch that sequence. We'll just fast forward it.
So
There we
Mr.
go.
Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Now that is a question.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now,
Moby
what
Dick.
a find. A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
And let's be honest,
A
he's
bracelet
poor.
with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
He's poor, so like he'd do anything for money. This lad probably did, and he's a war veteran, which doesn't make things better. What are you doing?
Oh.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Yeah. So we've got to inquire into the bracelet. What else have we got to do? Right, so we've completed that. It's a nice plan. I've never actually noticed that before, but it is quite blocked off, so they should. The apartment's design's good as well, but it's like one. Like, look at that. There's no way for you to get into. Like, you should think at least like there'd be like another floor.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I know you were kiddo, I know. Fuck you. Solve the crime. Investigate the crime. Talk to witnesses. There is another witness. And I believe she's right down here. There she is.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
She's got a good business work ethic. Right, we should probably... I believe we've got everything we can from here right at this very moment. But we should... Come on, John. We should head off to the Scotland... Okay. We should head off to Scotland Yard, of which we will question the witness. Well, the person, Wiggins brother.
Rubicon. Like, can I mute the thing, recommend?
Mr.
Yeah, give me a
Holmes,
moment.
I can't.
whatever brings you
Right.
here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Okay, we've got all we can. I'm just checking if we can actually, if there's anything down in the morgue. Right, we're just gonna go investigate his belongings.
These cigarettes are filled with
Hey.
cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
He's got an apple, he's
cheap
got a watch.
Bought with his own money, no doubt.
Apple. Hey,
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
Now it's time to check the actual barrel of the gun.
Check the barrel and also check the
It
cartridge.
seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Should be able to check that out because we should be able to see the shells. There you go. How many? Two.
Two out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Okay, give me a moment. Right, now I've got to go questioning.
What are you doing with the gun?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
That's a very loud way.
Right.
Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Right.
I wasn't finished.
You wasn't finished what? Oh, for God's sake. He was showing me a transition from a song. He grew up on the street because he has a scar. Oh my God.
Me? I mean,
Jamie, you're an orphan.
I am an orphan.
There we go, no wonder.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Honestly, I do love it. He's there protecting, trying to help his brother. It's well sweet. Right, let's get these deductions done first. Old acquaintance. And latent, nope. There you go. Personal motive. The violent crime committed on Harker's realised there could have been a personal motive. Could have been, but I doubt that. Latent statements. Common statement. Imaginary man. The person Leighton Chapman described in the statement was a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. I don't believe that, but Leighton statement. Different shots. 2 victims. Common statements. Okay. Compelling evidence, the witness testimony, the crime weapon clearly pointed to one possible criminal, Leighton Chapman. I don't believe it was Leighton. 2 victims, different shots, Leighton's revolver. Double murder, Kenny Butler involves the victims of a double murder, care about one person. Right, that makes sense. Okay. Different shots, Leighton's revolver. Simeon's Turner could hear the contrast between the 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. A first single shot was fired, then 2 guns fired. Simeon turned directly afterwards. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 shots. That one. Is that completely contradicts? No, that just goes to Leighton being the murderer. Like, look.
Who's the murderer?
No, he's not the murderer. But Samuel saying shot because I know he is, didn't kill him. We do need more evidence, so let's go back to Half Moon Street, see if there's anything there. I think I'm gonna have a look through some of the evidence. Open case book. There was a possible crossfire between Kenneth Butler and Brian Ducati on Moon Street. Examined dead bodies before reenactment. Okay, so we're going on Moon Street. I've got to have a look into that. That's about it. So I'll go back to Baker Street after I've done this. There is a cutscene here, so I'm going to mute my mic.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Give me what the fuck are you doing with my kid? He with me. He's with me, little shit. He's with me. Bastard. You okay with
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I know you were kid out. I just want to give him a hug, man. He's getting harassed by a police officer. Right, LB. Where's LB? There's LB. Oh my god, right.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Yeah, there is something with cars. That one.
I don't care about that.
This should be useful.
Bang, bang, a knock on the door. Another big bang, and you're down on the floor. Oh no, what do we do? Don't look now, but that's my shoe. I can't run and I can't kick. What's the matter, baby? You feeling sick? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter, you? What's the matter, baby? You feeling blue?
Nothing interesting here.
There we go.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Right, why? Leighton statements. Spray man. Third shot, 2 victims. There we go, that'll change that. Kenneth Butler and Brian May were the victims of double murder carried out. Kenneth Butler and Brian crossfire with one of them holding a gun. One of that there. That won't be a person motive. So
Everybody living now. Everybody sucks. Everybody living now. Everybody sucks. Everybody living now.
let's go back to Baker Street.
Everybody living now. Everybody dies. Okay. I feel threatened. You
Fine.
guys cannot see the dirtiest look he ever gave me. I'm having fun. I'm listening to Corn with my headphones on, and he's like, "You're having a good time," because I'm sat here playing Sherlock Holmes whilst you're stuck in my bed. I can't walk away from this. You can. You owe me cuddles and some onion rings. I'm really craving onion rings. I love you. Oh, and a glass of whiskey.
I'll think about a glass of whiskey later.
I'm 18. I can. Hi.
Can't wait.
That is not the one. Here it is.
Okay.
Everybody,
There we
everybody,
go, we got
everybody
it.
now. Everybody,
I need to
everybody
continue
sucks.
my
Everybody,
research
everybody,
in my
everybody live now.
archives.
Everybody fucks. Everybody living now. Everybody dies. Everybody living now. Everybody fuck.
A part of the ancient jewel set that belongs to the Hellenistic Treasures collection. They have been missing from the museum since 1885. Why have I gone to that? Because I need to go to 1885 in the newspapers to pull out that news. 1885, Hellenistic
Here
treasure
it
stolen. Here it is. There we go.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Right, let's first have a look at the newspaper article that we just got. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on the way from the British Museum to Glasford Fine Art exhibition. Pawnshop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognised by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still to be found. Right, now we can go to the pawn shop near Half Moon Street. I remember first playing this case, I thought the bloody constable had done it because he was being such a twat.
Please, can we watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
No.
Why? Not now.
God, I don't want to watch it now. I don't know when to watch that though. Right here, I reckon, or is it here? Billa's pawn shop. There we are.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
I think Charlie's been chewing the remote.
What? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where is Charlie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Probably got an adventure, I'm not gonna lie.
She might have gone on one day.
Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew
Crampons
you
and a
when
sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
was waiting for the world to end.
Yeah, because that's an object of mystery. Usually objects of mysteries are just, yeah, objects that are like, they can use later. I'm hoping to get the other ones as well, but I'm also hoping to get the Ace Attorney games, like all of them, because I've only got one, which is on Game Pass.
Lift you up every time, everyone.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
From you.
anything else here? There's a violin. Is there anything else? Oh. Stuff on the desk. Could be. Oh, okay. There's.
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Hi, baby. You okay?
There's a letter we can read. Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewellery with ram heads from ancient Greece.
She wants to cuddle.
Oh, she's trying to turn off my Xbox here. See, that shouldn't have affected anything. You still got them. Ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of the Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. Brian Vicotti. Okay.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his
I'm
operations.
giving you love. Can I give you a kiss?
I'm streaming. You can wait.
Just a little one.
I'm deducting 2 victims like Butler's jewels.
Can I have one on the arm?
We'll start. Waiting statements.
Don't
2
just eat shoulder
victims.
like I did.
Burglary motive. The search for missing Helen's Treasure could be the motive for the crime that was committed at Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. Personal motive. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. I reckon it's burglary. Makes more sense. Long lost art, Leighton's statements. Okay, so those 2 do not go together. See if I can get these. There's no imaginary man, so we can immediately take that off, in all honesty. Right, if I put that to there, what does that do? That just, it needs to be simultaneous shots. But imaginary man is just not correct. So we need to find a thing here to dispute that claim that I've made and agreed with. Okay, I think that's all we have from here. By the looks of it, I probably climbed over that fence. No, I went through the fence. John's just there waiting. See if there's any traces of the rain. So I might see if I can question more people. I wonder what these read. Public meeting. Dred Scott case. Cool. Is your mind open to communication with the denizen spirit world? Circus is in town. Cool. It's a little detail. Wow. Right.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Why can't you just lay off him? Right, let me see if there's anything you can say. There is stuff we can say.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before. And try to find me.
Understood.
Ashliko is a guilty pleasure of mine. I will listen to her music, other than my heavy metal.
Okay.
And it makes me feel like a hoe in a nice way.
So we're playing as this dickhead.
When I listen to her music because I feel like a hoe. And I like to pretend that I can walk again, even though I can't. I need a kiss on the forehead. You dirty bugger.
They're
I
literally
can see
just
you
trying to
very
find
well,
him.
Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Right. So, we just literally played hide and seek with Sherlock Holmes. It will tell you if you've gone too far, by the way. It does do that. Anything here? No, is okay. Might be one of the dead bodies, you don't know.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
Maybe they dress themselves up as a constable.
You don't know, do they? Okay. Found something up by the walls. If we can assume that there was one person at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let's reenact an action and recreate the fireworks described by Leighton and attempt to climb the wall. Let's see if there's anything else. Why'd I press Y? Okay, is there anything else? Abby. Where's Abby? Where's Abby? There's Abby. Alright, I need long start and late to this statement. Something else. Let's go back to the pawn shop. Is there anything else actually we've got to examine? An antique gold necklace with 2 ram heads found at Kenneth Butler's pawn shop. Alright, this way you can have a look, like previous. There's the echoes. Lots of people. Brian Turner. This is the last case, right? Now let's go to the map. Let's go to the pawn shop. JB, stop it. Oh my god. Put on a more appropriate song, please. Let's go back, because there's 2 things, I believe.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
Why'd I have to change the song? Huh? Huh?
Stop. And then need the flag one.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Alright, now let us go. Now there is a whole thing to do in this. What? Right, let us go. John's waiting outside for us. Let us go back to Half Moon Street, and there's gonna be another cutscene.
Your girlfriend playing dress up in my house. I gave your girlfriend fingers on my couch. She cute, kawaii, hentai boobies and
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
I mean, not wrong. Wiggins, I
I'll do
fucking
anything
love
to
you.
save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I'm a clover shooter.
I love you.
I'm sexy like Christina when I dip it low. Not a H-Town girl, but a rodeo.
Let's talk to this guy.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
Would you prefer this?
The way he says that.
prefer
Right, where are we
this?
going? Yeah, that's a good song. Where are we going? Okay, Jamie, stop it.
It was Tangled.
I don't care. Okay. Got LB.
The streetlights fall directly on this wall. Not an ideal spot to escape the crime scene. It is also directly in front of Polly Powell. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
There we go.
Park life. Park life.
He's just saying parkland.
All the people, so many people, and we all go hand in hand, hand in hand, park life.
Right, now this is like really difficult because it's like, and then you gotta go
I
R,
can barely see
and then
anything.
gotta go A, and then you gotta go L, and then you gotta go for the left arm, and then you gotta go A to lift him up. Then you go,
Holmes?
oh
Park
fuck,
life.
Are you there?
messed up. Right, and then L, shit.
Park life.
I
Jamie
should try
distracting
climbing
me.
faster.
I agree. I agree.
All the people, so many people,
A, and then L,
all go
and then
hand in
A,
hand,
and then R,
I can barely see
and then
anything.
A, and then L, and then A, and then R, and
Holmes?
then A,
Are you there?
and then R, and then A.
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
Perfect.
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
There we go. So we found out the method. Now we need to go on to...
Very slowly.
No, not exactly very slowly. But we'll go through.
That took you a solid 3 minutes.
It didn't.
Whatever you say.
Okay, so let's...
Oh look, another song that Ren doesn't allow me to play.
Someone broke through the
And
window to
another.
get inside the attic, but in his haste
And
he
another.
ripped his jacket.
You complain about how the fact that all
He's
the
a
songs
poet.
are sexual.
It's empty.
Oh, this one's the one.
Is there anything... like the glass? I'm going to examine the window. Alright.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
There we go. Let's make some deduction. Climb up statement. There we are. Burglary motive. There we go. Leighton's innocent. Leighton's statement regarding the mysterious jacketed man who participated in shooting of me, which was proven to be true. Witness testimony was ground clearly. You know. No. I reckon it's because of that, in all honesty. Right, okay. Is there anything else?
These shards of
There's
glass are from the window above. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
Right, okay, let us go to the... Let's go to Baker Street. And then we can examine the hair. And then... Do you know what the best thing is, right, about Sherlock Holmes? Is the fact that they, in one of the books, he died. I believe he died in one of the books, and people got so angry. So, that book was taken off, like, people were just so angry that it had died.
This is where I keep my post.
Something like that. It might be wrong, but I'm certain something like that happened.
Let us take a closer look. It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horsehair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
Let's examine.
The horsehair is is thinner than the hair that we found. Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Right, now we've got to make some deductions. Exotic animal hair wall climber. Goes from that. Circus acrobat. There we go. And now that all fits up nicely to vanishing out. The person was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped by climbing while he was skillful acrobat. The criminal took the gun from on the dead bodies. Make more sense. Alright, let's go find Wiggins, which he's at the crime scene. So let's go back to the crime scene. There is gonna be another cutscene. It's like a whole bunch of them. Can't wait to get the rest of these games out. And Ace Attorney. For those games, I'm going to be streaming them first time, so yes. Hopefully I'll sound a bit more energetic.
Look here, lad. You'd better go home and start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
Ha! But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
You sure about that? You sure about that? No, he didn't. Wiggins.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
Honestly, I love Wiggins so much. Like, he's awesome. I would like to adopt him and his older brother. Give him the best life ever. Next morning, very early. I doubt Wiggins could sleep considering his brother's in prison though.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
And this
Ooh, it's got
is
an
a
elephant.
young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known travelling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Alright, do give me a moment, cause yeah, it's a very short case. Generally, so it's very fun. It's very fun, but very short. And we are almost finished this case, so yeah. I remember once I finished this case, I was like crying my eyes out. Because it's like, you know, I don't know when I'll be able to get this game, get the next.
Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
Okay, that's very nice. It's gone now.
It went off, so it's not live. It automatically pauses it when you go to your home screen.
Oh, good. Right, yeah, no, something happened to my stream, so... If I've got to restart it all, then I guess I'll just have to go through a lot of it. I swear if I've got to restart it all. I hope it saved. It should have saved. It should have hopefully saved. Yeah, I know it does. Oh, I'm hoping it saved. I'm really hoping it saved. I have no idea what happened. It should auto-save, so we'll just have a look. I do apologise for that, though. Generally don't know what happened. Okay, so what am I up to? Right, okay, yeah, I did save, that's good. It's saved.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news.
I'm gonna skip, yeah,
But
I'm gonna skip.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need...
Oh, that line. Alright, I'm just gonna skip that whole bit because we've already been through it. And then, yeah.
I do
There we
hope
go.
that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
Here we go. Now we can just make the
And this
deduction.
is a... I believe...
Right, there we go. Now we need to pay him a visit. Next bits are interesting. We are so close to being at the end of this case, honestly. So, I just hope it doesn't like glitch again, because if it does, I'll have to stop the stream there. I might tell you what happens. It's almost finished anyway, Jamie.
What?
It's almost finished anyways.
Aye.
Good.
I just wanted to give you a
Well,
kiss.
Are you...
What?
I love you. Donkey. Sorry.
Right, okay, let's leave. Go back to Baker Street. And then we just need to get disguise on.
This was an overly serious clown.
You can only do what's the I need to buy this game. need to buy the whole of the Ace Attorney trilogy. I know if one of the Ace Attorney trilogies I'm gonna have, not the trilogy.
I've been saying, you're getting the Ace Attorney trilogy for our anniversary.
Not the trilogy. I've already got the trilogy.
Thingy on there. The Xbox One.
Yeah, it's Miles Edgeworth
That's
Investigations
what
that I'm looking
talking
for.
about. When it comes out around our anniversary, that's your anniversary.
It's already out.
You're getting it on our anniversary. You've already had an early one. You can't have another one. Oh, such a great guys.
That one.
What other outfits does he have? Does he have a hat?
Yeah, you can have hats.
Fully disguises. Put one of those overly big noses on and one of those mustaches.
You can't put those on, and besides, I like that one. It looks good in it.
Jesus Christ! Fred.
Yeah, you can change the hairstyle. So that one. It's that one, I believe. I mean, I could give him goofy glasses, Jamie.
Sherlock, how'd you manage to grow a beard in 2 minutes?
There we go. Right, that should be enough, hopefully. Hoping that should be enough.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
And
Right.
mine.
No, I love that though. It just doesn't recognise him. And I'm just like, it's so cool.
Some of my favourite Cannibal Corpse songs.
You need help.
I don't need help, it's a good song.
Right, we are so close to finishing this. And next week we're on to Ace Attorney, so I very much like Ace Attorney against the voices, which is the most funniest thing, meaning if I want to I could mute the thing, but I think I shouldn't do that. I might see about investing in a mic and then plugging my headphones up to the TV.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
I've got it. Oh my god, right. The thing is as well with voicing the characters, I can learn. Because we're supposed to be doing accents. I need to do German accent.
So, everything is here just
Francisco.
as you asked. And what about the money? Some of the barrels are wet. Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped. Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies. I want to be paid first. No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said. Right? I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout. Of course not. I'm a professional. Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
Alright, so this is like a little picky. I wanna know what I'd love to learn to ride one of those. Unicycle. Printing.
This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day. From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance.
If you have a look, I'm
That's
certain
a
that's
picture
Robin
of a
Hood.
contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
And there we go. Let's have a look at these barrels and see what we're discussing them.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure. Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
Right, let's get him. Just secretly analysing his face. He's got a weird face. Recent trauma. He got a lot of he's got a bruise there. His hand.
He did it.
What?
He looks.
No. I don't believe he did do it.
No, what? No, he likes it. Have you can kind of.
Alright, yeah, he did do it. He's an acrobat.
Then.
Well.
Why do they show
There we go. Right, okay, I could make some deductions now. Charles Foley wears an antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 grams of methylene jewel set, and also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene of Half Moon Street. But I do have one more, which is long lost art. So let's go to that lock and pick it. It's like simple. Okay, so let's move that right there. Right, and then we've got to move the green bits first. What needs to be kept? Of which we see that just stops it anyhow. And that we need to bring it across. Usually, easiest thing to do. Let's just do that. And do that.
that?
Smell what?
Something smells different. Like food.
Okay. Okay, so what have I done wrong? Because I'm certain that's correct. There we go.
Ah, well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for my craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Gosh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
Right, now we just gotta go and tear this man's apart.
What?
We gotta we're going to tear this man's plan apart.
But good. This time,
No.
and then it makes it look like I didn't actually know about it and I didn't tell them beforehand because
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
Smart way through it.
Oh, this is smart way to just
This
right,
lock
go
is
in.
quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Come on, let me in.
Take it beforehand.
No. Okay, let me find the one strike one. How many strikes on this? There's 2 strikes on this. So it's just all about finding the correct stripe to match it with. We'll do it with that stripe for now. Right, and this one is obviously got to have some sort of connecting piece. Just right there. And that's correct, so we've got to go back to this one and figure this out. So that goes there by the looks of it. There we go. There we go. We're in.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Where is the safe? Very old. I believe
This
it was
cupboard is
behind
an
the
absolute
bookshelf.
mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Okay.
So,
There's the safe.
that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Yeah, let's have a look at the right. There's one marking on that. And there must be another marking. Right there. Then we've got to do this marking, so we've got to find the connector piece right here. Then I think that is actually correct. That's correct. So now I've just got to figure out what this goes. I do believe it goes there, but let's have a look. It doesn't, because that's got to connect.
What in the college Jesus Christ is this? Satan would not approve. This is fine. I don't know why I just did that.
Ow!
What?
It hurt.
I love you.
Love you too.
You're so pretty. That's it.
There we go.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out. Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
And let's go set this trap.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door.
Okay, so if we grab this chair.
This should be useful.
There we go.
The door is now blocked.
Now we need a carpet. Okay. Carpet. There's a rolled up carpet somewhere. Already examined the safe.
What a surprise.
Oh, okay. Already done that. So we just chandelier.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
I reckon you're probably going to try rechain it.
You need a chain for that, that's the thing. But I do know I need a carpet, so if I can find a carpet.
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
Yeah, not focus on that at the moment, Sherlock. That's a cane.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
That'll be used for chandelier.
Yeah, what? No.
Right, try it.
Do you know what that's used for?
This should be...
It's not rope, it's beads.
I didn't see that. Little beads will still work.
You know, they will. I need carpet.
This works very well.
There we go. No one can escape through that window now without pushing the hatch.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out. The door is now blocked.
No, that should
This
help.
should be useful.
What about the kettle? Oh, never mind, you don't need the kettle.
No, I need thingy.
You just go.
You jump over it, like, look, right? You literally, like, look at this man. Right? He jumps.
It's more of a sad step.
Okay, so we can actually think of this now anyway. Add rope to that. Then we hang the
If anyone
chandelier.
takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier
That's such
fall.
an obvious trap.
If you're in an escape, probably not. Because your mind's
Oh yeah, because they'll be focused on the thingy as well.
You'll be focused on escaping. But I need a carpet. Where's the carpet? It might be in one of the top bedrooms.
What does Stan need?
Easy.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
die.
There it is. I believe it's that. I believe that's what I need. This is the wrong carpet. Oh, sweet. They could escape out that window, but you know.
Because there's a table in front of it.
I swear it's that carpet.
What does it say you need? Does it just say you have to find?
No, it doesn't even find any sound. Yeah. Let me grab that one. Have we set up all the rest of the traps in the house?
The thieves won't
Front door.
attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Can't grab that chest. There should be. The hatch.
This hatch.
The hatch what?
Item required.
This hatch leads to a cellar.
Okay. See if the living room has anything else.
Make sure the chair.
The door is now blocked.
What's that other one?
There it is.
This should be...
Right, now we just run to the... There we go.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
And let's have a look. Okay, so they run up the stairs.
Any thief
They're
who
just looking
finds his
for-
way upstairs will roll down very
But
quickly.
what if they get past the marbles? You should probably have a backup
If he
plan,
runs
because I don't
through the
think marbles are
dining
gonna do
room
much.
and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar.
Okay,
The
these two
traps
can have
for
a
my
nice.
circus
This one can have a nice
companions
trick.
are all prepared.
They might
I
all
can
break
leave
their
now,
necks.
but I'll return
But that's
later
not my problem.
with Charles Foley and his companions.
And let's call the police. There you go, lads. We're almost finished. Jamie, I can hear it.
Suck a dick. I've gone from having sexual thoughts to this. So
No, I can hear it through your
Police!
phone.
Stop where you are! Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Hi,
Have you
Mycroft.
closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big
that's
fish.
what you like?
But this
Jesus
man is not
fucking
one of
Christ,
the
then
merry
you are
men.
a degenerate.
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
It's Mycroft Holmes. He is literally the British government. Well, he's the British government. He's an invaluable source of the British government.
Incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Like David, I'm just gonna say he looks so unfit in this.
Don't move, you flimflammer.
Don't move, you flimflammer. I love
Holmes,
you, John.
I had no doubt that you would catch the thieves.
Right, you lot, you better just be on your best behaviour. What else have we got to do now? There we go. What did we do for him? Let me just check something. Let's have a look at the previous cases. Condemned him. Blind justice, condemned. Rest, condemn. So let's condemn him. Condemn him.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Oh, I love this bit. Such a good cutscene. I'm mute myself for this because it's so good.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs, honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street, and all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, They are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No lives shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Yeah,
When people fight the order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
I love how he just didn't stop him. He just stopped what they were gonna do. Also, look at that top hat. he exploded the circus to stop him.
Master exploder. Stop the merry men.
He agrees with the idea of the merrymen, but he doesn't agree with the fact they were going to blow up the stock exchange because that's a radicalisation.
Stop being wire. The idea is good, the way they do it is bad.
Sherlock is with them
So,
though, unlike Michael.
You're interested in Russian literature now.
Quite lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
And then that's the end of it. Honestly, I'd like to play the next games. I want to play the next ones.
I will see what I can do.
It's Miss White. The ghost. It's her husband, I believe. Blinkhorn. She's from the first case, I forgot her name. Shit. Thing is, it shows you how much it's affected their lives, how much these cases do it. Like Sherlock's there to solve them, but the aftermath is always there. Train.
The toilet. It feels uncomfortably quiet now. Am I yelling?
Yes, you are.
Why is it quiet?
Because it's literally
Why are people talking?
just... No one's talking but me.
People are talking.
No one's talking.
Stop having conversations, people. I know I'm amazing, but you don't need to talk all the fucking time. I'm hearing voices.
I know you are. It's almost finished now. Just gotta get past the credit.
Credit noises. Crediting noises. The President of the United States? Sorry, I'm kidding. Am I still yelling?
Yes, you are.
I can hear voices.
Okay. Oh, well, honestly, though, that was like... It's a very... It's a very satisfying ending. But it's also very, like... You know, like, oh, a woman's moving and you want to know more. And this is the first game. And I want to know what happens after. It's the same with bloody Ace Attorney.
Wait, shit! I think I've seen the second game.
Just wait. You play the first game of Ace Attorney, you just want to play the second one, the next one is just amazing. Don't spoil it for me.
I'm saying where you can watch it if you do want to watch it.
I want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I want to play it. I want to play it. I want to play it on stream. Oh, well.
I will say, my only thing I'll say about the new one, it still has Toby.
Pardon?
Toby's still in it.
Yes. Oh, shit. Talking about Toby.
I love Toby.
I forgot to get one of the achievements.
I got to say hello to Toby.
I know, in this case. Oh, I totally forgot about that.
You are evil!
I agree.
Charlie, your dad's evil!
Well,
It is
in my spare time, I will just be going through this all again, just to get that one achievement, because I want to 100% it.
Or was it the fourth?
The third. I want to do it 100%. So
Please save me. Like I'm going to be here the entire time probably. But to be fair, it's not as bad as my Amori. My Amori thing.
Yeah, that's it though.
I played the whole game 12 times.
Amazing. That's
It
it.
was iconic.
See you all later.
I love you.
And yeah, that's. Ow!
Sorry.
My boyfriend bit me. I'll see you all later. Bye.